when we first started working together, you were about to go wash dishes for work or something.
Working with these guys really made me understand, like, okay, there's a different side to this. I got paid 5,000 US dollars just to have a call with one guy.
Fan base, we collected 70K up until now. On what we cash collected 15,000.
I had the thought of doing coaching, but I didn't really understand how it works at all. A lot of their success with my YouTube definitely comes down to them hitting me up and being like, yo, we need a post today. Because when you work as a team with other people, y'all mutualistically benefit off of one another, and that mutualistic benefit definitely helps keep me going and is what definitely ignited the start of my channel.
Well, Seb, give us a quick introduction on who you are and what you do.
So my name is Seb. I own a YouTube channel called Viral Vision, where I talk about music marketing, and yeah, Viral Vision on YouTube and Instagram.
Cool. And when did you first start working with us? Like, how long ago was that? Was that a year, 12 months?
7 months ago in January, I think 7 or 8 months ago. January this year.
And I remember you were like in a pretty awkward situation back then. And what made you want to sort of start working with us? What made you want to take that leap into coaching? Because I don't really think you were coaching before that, were you?
Yeah, no, so I had the thought of doing coaching, but I didn't really understand how it works at all. And at that time, I had a lot of people hit me up because I had an Instagram page that was titled Runzier at the time that was popping up, but I had no idea on how to monetize it. So I had a lot of people hitting up in my DMs, but Jack hit my DMs and he proposed an offer that made a lot of sense and honestly changed the way in which I thought about things and made me realize, okay, this is how I can monetize my skills and my audience.
Sure.
Yeah. Jack, you wanted to say something?
No, I was saying, yep.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I remember when we first started, you only had Instagram, you didn't even have YouTube, and then all of a sudden you started YouTube, you got, 5K subs in, 15 days? And then you got monetized, and then that's sort of when the ball really started rolling, right?
Yeah, so it came in a perfect time. Yeah.
Yeah, 100%. And before music coaching, you worked with a couple artists for with no, income, right? It was just to help them out and sort of play around in that industry, and you sort of had connections around the world, but you just ended up being able to monetize that skill of, I have knowledge in this industry, I can help you blow up, and you just got paid for that work eventually. And then I remember when we first started working together, it was like you were about to go wash dishes for work or something, and that's when you were like, yeah, just give me 2 weeks, I'll be back. And then we were like, you know what, let's just get working, and I guess things turned out to be better. But fast forward to today, how would you sort of describe the importance of having a team like us behind the scenes with helping you with content as well as the back end operations? Just sort of elaborate a bit on exactly how you feel about it.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of benefit. So the main one I want to mention is that as people who make content, in most cases, we don't really understand how business works on a deeper level. So we're so focused on creating content till we don't really have time. Well, we do have time, but we don't dedicate enough time, which is required to understand how to monetize our skills. So we either go about it the wrong way or get nothing out of it at all. But with a team that focuses on the back end and logical ways to make money, like coaching, which is something I thought of but had no idea how to execute, then it really does help, as well as getting educated yourself as to how you can monetize your skills. So one thing about Jack and Goresh is that they don't only just do things for you, they did teach me how it works as well. So it really helps me understand business as a whole as a creator. But I'd say as a team, having accountability is really important, especially as someone who isn't the most consistent myself. And if I were to do this all alone, I'd probably be not probably. I definitely would not be where I am now, because a lot of their success with my YouTube definitely comes down to, you know, them hitting me up and being like, yo, we need a post today. Because when you work as a team with other people, where you have people that keep you accountable, because, you know, y'all work as a team, you know, y'all mutualistically benefit off of one another. And that mutualistic benefit definitely helps keep me going, and is what definitely ignited the start of my channel.
Sure. Yeah, it was awesome. And then obviously, like, what after we sort of joined up and scaling your mentorship program, we were scaling up to, 28K, 30K months, which was great after sort of like the first couple of months there. Hitting up like a lot of people as well were like willing to pay even like 3, 4, 5K one-time payments, like to get access to you, which I think is like pretty awesome, because a lot of people, maybe in your niche especially as well, don't feel like they can get like paid that much, or like they don't think like their services are worth that much. But like it just goes to show, like if you have a good program and you have good results that you're showing, people are going to be willing to pay that like extra premium to get access to you, your mentorship, and like the same results that you've been able to get other people. So it's awesome. But do you want to talk, Sebastian, a little bit about like what we actually built out in terms of like setting up the offer, that sort of thing, like landing pages as well? Or yeah.
The offer and landing pages, I mean, that is all done by you guys with my input on the offer. That has been adjusted as the months went by. We started off with a deal of $1,000 for 90 days until I realized that that was way too little.
Yeah.
And that we could have scaled more. So we did a lot of testing. Sorry, scaled more, repriced. We did a lot of testing. We went above prices that we should have offered. We went too high, we went too low, until we found a medium that we found really worked. And the best part is that we didn't linger around, should we do this, should we do that? We just did things and found out later until we found like the perfect offer.
Yeah, for sure. And it was great as well. Like I feel like with you, it allowed you to just focus purely on content and like giving good results for your students, because when you have someone building out like landing pages, scripting out the VSL, helping you with the offer build out, the launch period, like helping you with the actual
Sales team.
system build out
Yeah.
for the offer. And then obviously sales team as well, like having people, handle all the sales calls, having dialers, having DM setters, just a whole sales team on board to basically continue to get leads in, nurture them up, and then eventually sell them into the program. It just makes sure that like you as the creator only focuses on like the highest needle pushing like activity, which usually is just content or getting better results for your students. So I think that's been awesome to do. But yeah, is there anything else, Goresh, that you wanted to mention, man?
No, I mean, what was the highest month we had working together? Was it 30K a month? The highest one we had so far?
Yeah,
I think it was
28.
just under 30, yeah, 28.
Yeah, just under 30. And like I guess year to date, how much have we generated? Like
It
80?
was, yeah, on fan basis, we collected 70K up until now in like 7 months. On WAP, we cash collected 15,000. So around 95-ish. Yeah.
Which is pretty good considering, you first had the idea of just a low ticket school, which most creators fall in the trap of after seeing, Max Persson and Alex Hormozi do school. But it's like the low ticket model only works in a certain way with a different sort of, goal. But the high ticket definitely provides more value to the people, as well as, helps you get paid for your time and your expertise, which was the end goal. So, I mean, just overall, from a creative perspective, you did say how, our roles in the business was like fairly important. But if you were to, tell any other future clients of ours, or, just anyone in this industry, any creator out there that's like, why should I have a team? Like, is it really worth giving out a set percentage? Because a lot of people have like a big misunderstanding of like, oh, I don't want to give up, 25%, 20% of my business. But what's your take on that part of it?
I mean, for me, I had no choice. I was about to make no money, and I was about to work at a restaurant and flip burgers to make like $25 an hour, not even. So it was either that or, you know, possibly make, I mean, what Jack said to me sounded like fairy tale, where he said I could make upwards of 10K a month. But I just did it anyways because I had no choice personally. But for other people, my thing would be, how much are you making now? And are you really gonna just make that much for the rest of your life, which is pretty much gonna be the case if you don't have the knowledge of 2 other people? Or are you just gonna give up your percentages to make way more money than you could? Because by having more people on board, you're splitting the tasks that you can't manage alone to other people that can help you do that. So I definitely say that logically, I mean, emotionally, you're going to choose that idea of being like, yeah, I want to keep my little 25%. But logically, you'd realize that that 25% would definitely be compensated for by scaling with other. But one more thing I do want to mention, aside from that, is what helped me the most was actually understanding the potential behind the money as a creator. Because when I first started, I didn't see the value myself. But when I have 2 pairs of eyes that tell me that I have the capability to make this much, I didn't believe it at first until I saw it happen. But as a creator, when you've never made money before, I've never made a single dime off of my knowledge. It's hard to believe that you can even make $1,000, $2,000 a month. And I was happily willing to settle with $3,000 a month. Like, to me, that would be amazing. So working with these guys really made me understand, like, okay, there's a different side to this, and I'm getting perspective from all sorts of angles, where it's like, okay, there's people who are willing to spend recently 5K just to get a little bit of information out of me, and then that's it. Like I got paid $5,000 just to have a call with one guy for like an hour, and he was happy with it. So it really helps me understand the potential as a whole, for sure.
That's awesome to hear that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome, man. Yeah. Is there anything else, Krish? Or
No, I think that wraps it up. It was nice talking to you, man. Thanks for hopping on. And yeah, we'll speak soon.
Sounds good.
yeah. All right.
Cool. Thanks, Eb.
All right, no worries. I'll catch y'all soon.